No. Okay, this is pretty much a disaster. Hey guys, okay, so today I'm going to do what I promised I was going to do on my last nail video that you actually didn't get to see because of technical malfunctions, but I am going to do a fill or a refill, some people call them, on the DIY acrylic dip nail kits. So I don't know, the quality probably might not be quite as good on this video because I'm using my front camera because I want to make sure that, on my phone, because I want to make sure that I can see that you're going to be seeing the nail work that I'm doing. So just to start off, I did lose these two nails. This one actually broke off. You can see that the tip itself broke off, but I still have the acrylic back here. That's something that I've never experienced with actual, like, real acrylic nails, because usually they're too thick for the tip to just break off like that. So we're going to try to put that one back on with the acrylic still there, and this one just totally popped off. They made it a week and 2 days, I believe, and then I lost these both in the same day. So we're going to get to it and see if we can fix these up. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that okay. So I'm just going to get back in here with my kit. Get this stuff out of here. I hope there's enough left in here to do this. Okay, so I have to get two nails back out of here. Maybe. There we go. That one seems pretty good. It's a bit small. That one's a bit big. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I had to grab something else. I'm going to show you guys a quick little tip. If you ever have nails that are too wide for your finger, you can take regular nail clippers and just nip off the very edges of them. And then that'll fit your nail a little bit better. And then you can just file them down then if they're a little bit too wide. So the brush-on gel, that's what we use to put these on with. That's what you're supposed to use. It's definitely looking stickier than it was the first time, which is, I don't really know what to think of that. It wasn't that stretchy the first time around, so I don't know. I'm just going to get these glued on here. Of course, the finger that was like totally winged up, this isn't sticking at all. This might be a fail. Should we shake it? I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but the wind is ridiculous here tonight. It was just like ice ball raining. I don't know how this gel stuff, we need this gel to do the acrylic powder, so I don't really know. I don't really know how this is going to turn out, since I can't get the nail to stick. Is that nail breaking in the middle? Oh my goodness, guys, this won't, my finger's sticking to it, but the nail won't stick at all. An inch. Okay, let's see what happens with the thumbnail. This glue is literally not stretchy like this at all the first time I used it, so I don't know what happened. To my knowledge, this wasn't supposed to be a one-time use thing, but I know this is probably painful if it had that one sticking. Why won't this one stick? Okay, I'm going to take my nail file and I'm going to rough up this nail thumb. See if that makes a difference here. This is why I hate doing nails, you guys. Nails are not my thing. I know how to do it, but it's not my thing at all. I don't really enjoy doing nails, but then I don't like I can't bring myself to go pay somebody to do something that I'm perfectly qualified to do myself. So that nail just will not stick. I don't even know what to do. I have a little bit of a nail in that finger, so I guess we're just going to go with the nail that I have. And for now, and I'll just do the fill. I'll just put the acrylic powder over my natural nail and we'll see what happens. I don't know why that finger won't stick and the thumbnail did. I just brushed that finger off a little bit on my pants. I cut this thumb a little short, but that's okay, because it'll grow. Okay. I got my nippers here, and I'm just going to pick off the, oh, that one really flew, the parts that are lifting. Because you don't want to, if you have some that are lifting, you want to make sure that you get everything that's loose up, because if you don't, and you trap moisture under there, you are going to get nail fungus. So you want to make sure that you get any bit that's lifting up. This is that stupid nail. This is going to be the one that like holds on for dear life. Sometimes you have to like push the tip down to get it to lift a little bit. Because like if it's not lifting, pushing the tip down isn't going to do anything. But if it is lifting a little bit, pushing the tip down will give you the room to get under there . Don't you hate working with your non-dominant hand? These have really lifted a lot. I mean, it's been almost 2 weeks, but that's still a good bit of lifting. I thought that one was going to pull totally off. I thought I did just pop that one off. Okay. After you do that, you have to come in with your nail file, and you've got to file down the edge from where you just picked off. So you don't want to leave that rough and sticking out. Now, in theory, not really in theory, you should push your cuticles back when you fill your nails, but I'm not going to, basically because I don't feel like it. And yes, I know that my cuticles look really rough, but I just don't feel like it, so I'm not going to do it. Okay. Now in filing the edges of where you picked off, you're also inevitably going to file your natural nail, which is, I mean, I would say it's harder on your nails, but when you get regular acrylic nails done anyways, they rough up your own natural nails. So I'm just thinking that it's going to help it stick better. Oh, I hate the feel of this thing. I got a nail clipping in there. I do not like the feel of this powder. Okay. Now I learned the first time around, but the glue wasn't as stretchy that time. Whoa. That you have to be careful around your cuticle line, because this will get on that cuticle line like super easy. I'm going to try to glob some in here and make that part that winds up, maybe try to make it not quite so noticeable if this glue would get off my brush. This is terrible. Maybe if I wipe it on this tablet. It really wasn't, oh that's bad. It really wasn't this stringy and sticky the first time around. It was like totally liquid. Which makes me question, like, does something happen to it once you open it and air gets to it? I don't know. But yeah, the whole point is you're supposed to be able to just brush this on. I just got some on my cuticle. You're supposed to be able to just brush this on and then dip it in the powder and then tap it off. It's so stringy. So stringy. It's so hard to work with. I don't know why. And like the last step is you're supposed to brush that on like in a like final. It doesn't seem like the powder wants to stick to it as well either. So, I don't know. I really hope it works because I think on my acrylic, like I said in my first video, I haven't done my nails in years. So, I'm thinking all my acrylic stuff is going to be too old to fix anything that might go wrong here. Oh, I just got it on my finger again. Okay, now this is the nail that I couldn't get the tip to stick on, so we're just going to put it over my natural nail. You can see everywhere where the glue is stringy and clumpy, and my nails look like a clumpy mess right now. it just doesn't look like the powder is sticking as good as it did the first time around. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm like sitting on my feet so that you guys can see me here, and my feet are going numb. Okay, they give you this little brush, or this little sponge that you're supposed to brush off the excess powder with. See, look at that one. That, oh, my necklace is back, like, spun around. See how my nail... See that lump right there? That's where there was a glue string. Because my glues are all weird now. Look at these bumps. I'm trying to show you on an angle that you can see. Oh yeah, I see a lot of filing in the future. Okay, I got a little stool to sit on, so hopefully my feeling comes back in my feet. Okay, so I brushed off all that. Now you're supposed to do it again, but you're supposed to, because you still have powder like remnants on here, you're supposed to brush this on, and then you're supposed to brush the brush off on something. I hope this doesn't ruin my shorts. Well, that wasn't a good choice. Maybe it's the brush. They do give you extra brushes. So let's give that a try. I'm going to get this nail dipped. I'll grab a paper towel like I'm supposed to. Okay. Now, as I was saying, this is a brand new brush. Well, that's better. I think it was just the brush, you guys. It's kind of a hole over there. Anyways, you're supposed to brush the brush off in between, because it said not to get any powder in the glue or you could contaminate it. Which seems like next to impossible. Like, I feel like it's inevitably going to get back in there, but this second go around, I'm just trying to, like, fix any little mistakes that I can see forming. I feel so dumb for not changing the brush. Well, this is how we learn, right? Oh, that one looks terrible. Did I brush that off before I put it back? I don't even know. I feel like this is not my day for doing this. Sorry I'm not super talkative tonight, guys. I'm actually just really concentrating on these nails. Oh, I almost did it. If I haven't done it already, I don't even know. This just feels so messy and yucky to me. But I just totally brushed that on my finger. And I just put it right back in the glue without wiping the brush off. Oy. Well, I guess the next time I do my nails, we'll see if my glue seems off and contaminated. Okay. And now, these look like such a mess. You're supposed to put the activator on and then file and buff. Apparently it doesn't matter if powder gets in the activator. Oh, I don't know if I finished my thought. Doing regular acrylic nails can be frustrating because trying to get the, I can't even think of the word. The skill, that's not the word I want to use, but it's the only one that's in my brain right now. To make the perfect little acrylic ball, the perfect ratio of the liquid to the powder is really hard. I think, anyways. So this does remove that aspect of it. This one just looks funny because it's real short and alright, buff and file, buff and file. This one doesn't seem too bad. I might be able to get away with just buffing this. Okay. Now after you do that, you're supposed to just wipe them off with a lint-free cloth that says, so I'm going to use my shorts because they're here. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, like, I didn't do a great job filing those because I was just pretty much over it, because from the sticky, clumpy glue, it just was getting really old. But I'm going to put glitter on some of them anyways, so I'm just hoping we can hide it at this point. Okay, you're just supposed to put the activator on one more time. And, like, there's really, like, you don't really have to be super neat and careful with this. You can kind of throw it on, from what I understand. There is an exclamation point on the bottle. I don't even know why. Okay, so you're supposed to put that on again, and then wipe it off with the lint-free cloth. Whoa. And then you're just supposed to brush on another layer, sorry about that, layer, I was just trying to get away from the powder, layer of this gel glue. It said like you would put on a top coat, and that's it. And then you just let it dry. This stuff dries pretty quick from the last time I used this. Okay. Now, I'm going to polish them. Now, if you will notice, I am using quote-unquote cheap nail polish. In my opinion, where'd my top coat go? In my personal opinion, you can use a cheaper nail polish if you use, as long as you use, I have glue all over my thumb. You can use a cheaper nail polish as long as you use a good base coat and top coat especially. But base coat and top coat, if you get good ones of those, you can, see that's dry already. If you get good ones of those, you can use cheaper nail polish. So, I use sticky, it's called sticky base coat. I'm going to be using a black, ooh, maybe. This is just not my night. Look at that, guys. Did you see that? definitely won't be using this. Can you guys see those strings? Like, what is happening with my life tonight? Like, I am not meant to have nails. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can or not, but it is like... I've never seen anything like that. Maybe that's why you don't buy cheap polish. That's terrible. And then my fingernails are sticky because I used sticky base coat. Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. No. Okay, this is pretty much a disaster. Like, I got some of the sticky black, like, my nail, give me 1 second. I should just paint, okay, I should just paint them pink and be done with it. But I really wanted to try this glitter hack that I saw. Let's just get this color on. I think this is like a gel polish. Yeah, it's not actually like a gel polish, but it's one of those nail polishes that they say is like the equivalent of a gel polish because they're like thicker and they're supposed to last like longer. Oh, this nail. My nails are all kinds of screwed up now, guys. I just took pink polish off from the last time I did my nails, and I really wanted to do the black with those teal, with that teal glitter. I don't think it's going to work with this pink. But I don't want to spend the next 5 years digging around in there with sticky nails, trying to find something else, and this was on top, so can you guys hear that? That is the wind. Oh, this nail's really bad. I think what happened with this one and why it got so bad was this was the tip that I just touched my hand. Like, seriously, I should just throw in the towel and give up tonight. But, this was the tip that I had to replace, and I think when I was filling them, I forgot about it, and I was more focused on filling the back part that I had picked off and not the tip, so now it's all weird. Look at that nail from that stupid black polish. It got stuck on my nail because I had already put my base coat on. Oy. What do I do with this mess? I'm thinking that that is not gonna work. I have silver glitter. That's really not what I wanted to do with my life. How bad do you think it would be if I stuck that on there, guys? Probably pretty bad, huh? That's probably what you guys are all thinking. You're like, no, don't do it. I don't even know what to do. I just smudged that one. And I just missed, there's like a whole side of this one that was just like missed with polish. Okay, while we're sitting here waiting for my nails to dry, I'm just gonna say that I feel like these two look pretty good. The acrylic powder, the second go around, once I realized that I needed to switch the brushes, like I knew they gave you extra, but I just figured like, I couldn't tell just by looking at my brush that it was like shoddy. Now I can, but if I would have known to stick the other brush and use it in the glue right from the start, I feel like that would have been better, and we wouldn't have ended up quite such a fail tonight. But I don't even know. This says gel like shine, no UV needed. I'm sorry, I'm just like totally baffled by the fail that this was, but I don't necessarily think it was the product's fault. I just didn't realize that you should definitely switch the brush, so that's my tip. Like, when you go to fill your nails, use the other brush that they send you. Actually, there's two other ones, and now that I look, like, I thought it was like a new one for each thing, but it's not. It's like 3 of the brushes for the glue. So I'm going to say every time you go to use that, you're going to need to get a new brush out and use that. So, yeah, switch your brush each time, and I think you're going to have a much better luck with it. My nails are personally, I'm going to call a fail, but that was really more along the lines of me and not so much the product tonight. Like I said, if I would have switched the brush, I feel like it would have turned out way better. And then all was going better, and then I went to use really terribly old, crappy polish, apparently, which added to that mess, so made those look terrible. There are some bumps and stuff in my nails. They're not perfect, once again, but I feel like most of that was from using that other brush and it being so thick and stringy, because once I switched to the new brush, it seemed to be much better. So I'm still sticking at my rating at like a 5 for this nail kit. Maybe just simply because I feel like there's a lot that you have to figure out with using it through trial and error. So, I mean, but that's the case for a lot of stuff, but I feel like this is definitely, I feel like once we get the hang of this here, and, you know, of how everything needs to be, I feel like it's not going to be quite so bad, but, you know, I don't know that I would expect perfect nails the first time or necessarily the second time, but if you watch this video, I may have helped you out with some tips that maybe your second go around your nails are going to look a heck of a lot better than mine do right now. So, basically, let me move this, I give up. I'm going to move this aside. We're going to do one of these, and, you know, this is where we're at. Like I said, it's okay. I'm still sticking with a 5 just simply because of trial and error and figuring it all out. But, you know, still not bad. So, I don't know. I don't know. Give it a shot, guys, I guess, if you want, you know, learn from my mistakes. So, I am just going to let these go for tonight, because tonight is clearly not my night. I'm not even going to top coat them, and maybe I'll just polish them another day. So, I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye.